Okay, Susan Modest again. And this is the, I guess, part two, maybe, of what I was talking about before. Uh, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about the things that you want to be thinking of as an online marketer. What is always the goal? The goal is always to get your product or service in front of people. So you are in the business of exposing whatever it is that you have to the greatest number of people that you can. So you're going to hear things, you're going to hear me talk about things like, sorry, you're going to hear me talk about things like traffic. Traffic is basically a source of eyeballs, you can call it, that could potentially be interested in what it is that you have. So this is online traffic. When you hear me refer to the word traffic, or if you're following anybody else and you hear them talk about traffic, there's different ways to get traffic, and we'll kind of explore some of those different ways. I'll give you some resources for some different traffic sources. But traffic and sending traffic to your online offers has to be at the forefront of your mind as an online marketer. And that's, assuming that you already have a product or a few products or services that you might be marketing. As an affiliate marketer, which you'll hear that too. Affiliate just means that you get a commission from the sale of whatever it is that you're marketing. Doing that and doing it online, you can have multiple products. It gets a little bit, if it's something that requires a team, which is more, I guess people would call it network marketing, or MLM. That's a little bit more difficult because you don't want to have a team and not be able to help them. So you're going to also have to be able to allot some time for that. Which with affiliate marketing, it's kind of like you're just selling the product, and it's a product that usually people can use and just kind of take off on their own and do it that way. But with if your product or service is MLM, absolutely use online marketing to do that. You'll get on your company leaderboards and all of that. But just know that for that one, you probably want to limit the number of things that you promote just because of that. But going back to the original point of what I was saying is that your primary concern is, after you've established your product and services, that you get it in front of as many people online as possible. So I'm going to be talking to you about traffic. I'm going to be giving you sources of traffic. And then the next thing we're going to be talking about is how exactly do you present your offer to people in a way that will help you to be able to make sales. Because sometimes sales don't happen the first time somebody sees something. You might have the person who is looking for what you had, and then lightning strikes, and you're in the right place and they're in the right place, and they end up just purchasing on the spot. It does happen, but that's only a small percentage. Okay, and you don't want to lose the rest of the people who for some reason clicked, because they may be interested in what you have, but maybe there's some kind of there's something on their end, which is very, 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 very typical. People don't like to be sold, but they like to buy. Okay, so sometimes it's a process, a mental process for them. Whether it's because of money, and they're having to make a decision about spending the money that way, or just the fact that they're making a decision. Some people are not decision makers, okay? And we've kind of been conditioned not to be decision makers, not to be impulse buyers, or make impulse decisions. But they kind of want to think about it. They kind of want to talk to their spouses about it, or their significant others about it. So there could be a ton of reasons. But just because they don't buy, you don't want to lose them either. You want to stay in contact with them. So along with the traffic, you're going to have to present your offers in a way that helps you to get their information so that you can continue to develop a relationship with them and continue to show them your product and why your product will solve or address whatever concern it's meant to address. So we'll be talking about that as well. And so the idea behind that, the relationship building, is that people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. And online, that takes a little bit of time. The human nature doesn't change just because we're doing it online. The only thing that changes is the number of people that you can reach and the methods that you use. But human nature, and you're always marketing to humans, that stays the same. So you want to make sure that you have a system in place that allows you to get to know them and them to get to know you. And together, hopefully, you'll be able to solve the issue or the problem that they were looking for, address the concern, and then they will say yes to your offer and go from being a prospect to actually being a customer or client. And then, there's other parts to serving them from there. Okay, so that's things to be thinking about, and we'll talk more in depth on the other videos.